Alright guys, it's about that time. It's about that time for me to get a bigger bike, finally. I've saved up some cash. I've cleaned my baby up right here. I'm about to sell her. But yeah guys, I've been wanting to do a walk around video for a while. Show you guys what my bike actually is. But it's been so like beat up and dirty, you know, I never really wanted to actually do it, but I finally cleaned it up, wiped it down with some Armor All, made it nice and clean looking, and you know, I think it's worthy to do a little walk around of it. So I really haven't done anything to it, you know. It's a pretty small bike. I knew I was gonna probably get a bigger one eventually. Yeah, it's all pretty much stock. I bought it with this rack on it. I mounted a wheelie bar right there where those two holes are, so I wouldn't, you know, scrape the tail out whenever I scraped. But I took it off because it didn't look that clean, but you know, it did its job. I chopped the front fender down to kind of short because it was like out to here, like it was absurdly big. And I replaced two gaskets around the engine because it was leaking oil. It needs a new back tire. This is a DOT back tire. It is a Pirelli Scorpion. It's like the most aggressive tire you can get is DOT. This is a complete dirt tire. It's not DOT. It was free. That's the only reason why I ran a not DOT tire in the front. I figured, heck, why not go ahead and run it for as long as I can. It's got some dents and scratches. But I mean, overall, it's been a great bike, and honestly, I'm going to miss it whenever I sell it. I had a small meter right here for a while, but I figured I'd put the stock one back on for the seller. I put new handlebars on it. These fly bars, they look pretty good. It's got these bark busters. Were they Sycra? I have no idea. They were on it on the bike. Pretty much I haven't changed the bike at all from how I bought it. It's got fat pegs on it. These were the stock handlebars. So yeah. Yeah, so it definitely needed new handlebars. That's it guys, that's my bike. It's a Yamaha. It's a 2006 Yamaha XT225. Right now it has 10,700 miles. But yeah, this little tiny thing is what I've been doing these wheelies on. This quite possibly could be my very last ride on my 06 Yamaha XT225. And so I'm gonna do a little review. Alright, well, one cool thing is that we'll do wheels in third gear if it's geared down one tooth in the front. Wheelie's great in second. It's an extremely light bike. This bike is like stupid light. It's like 230 pounds or something. It like weighs as much as like a 150 or something stupid like that. Like it's an extremely light bike. So it being so light pretty much means that it's, you know, pretty good on trails. Like, I mean, you know, you drop it, it's not too much energy to pick it right back up again. I mean, honestly, this is a great bike. It's a great beginner bike. It's a pretty low seat height. I can't remember the seat height on it, but it's extremely low. You guys see that deer right there? Look at this thing. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Alright, there's a guy up here, time to turn around. Yeah, low seat height, super lightweight. Makes it a pretty good trail bike. It's got a stock skid plate on it, which is pretty sweet. I bought this bike with like 4,000 miles. I'm almost at 11,000 miles now. So it's I've got a pretty good, you know, I've had pretty good experience on it. I do have to say that the back spokes are extremely weak. I have broken a few spokes and it kind of sucks because it's pretty expensive to fix on that. But honestly, on the lower displacement of dual sports, I think it's the best you can get. You know, like something that's not a 250, but not like a 125, you know, this is probably the one to get. The only thing that I really don't like is that it has drum brakes in the rear, which kind of sucks, makes them real squeaky. And the drum brake isn't all that bad because, you know, on the trail, you don't get like all caught up, like stuff doesn't get caught up inside of it, you know. But the suspension is extremely soft, probably not the best for like a heavier rider. It does have a 6-speed transmission, so that's pretty sweet. Right now, with the gearing I have right now, which is a 14 tooth in the front and whatever the stock gearing is in the back, I can top it out at about 75 miles an hour, and that's completely pinned out, flat road, that's all the way, top speed. With the stock gearing, I'm pretty sure I got it up to a little bit above 80, probably like 82, 83, not quite 85, but close. That's pretty good speed. I mean, you could definitely get on the highway for a second or two, you know? I mean, you don't want to camp out there all day long. See, my main concern about getting on the highway was not really the speed, but just the weight. If you're going 65, tractor trailer blows by you going like you know, 80, like it's gonna be like, ooh, you know, like it could be pretty freaking sketchy if you ask me. But this bike is extremely reliable. It is a little cold-blooded in the winter, or like all the time. I have to use choke almost all the time. If it's like completely cold, I have to use a choke. You know, once it's warmed up, it's, you know, 100% good to go. This is a crazy dog. She's nice. In the winter time, the electric start does not outlast the battery. Does that make sense? Like, to get it to start, if I haven't ridden it in like a week in the winter time, I have to like jump it off a car battery and literally like hold down the electric start for like a while. Probably isn't good for the starter, but it hasn't failed me yet. I don't know, whatever. But if I do that, it literally never fails to start. Like, I've not wanted to ride this bike and it hasn't started within like 5-10 minutes. And usually it'll roll start if the battery dies. So I've never had to replace a spark plug or anything like that. It's always, you know, fired up for me. Chokes right here, that's pretty freaking cool if you ask me. I'm gonna do a wheelie. Sorry guys, I haven't ridden in a while. After I cleaned it up, I just kind of put it away till I sold it, you know. So my wheelies are pretty rusty, but just wait till I get my new bike. We'll see how they are then. But I think that's about it for this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and ask me. I will be glad to answer all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like dual sport riding, please check out my other videos. Dual sport, supermoto, any of that crazy stuff. Wheelies, check out any of my other videos. I'll see you next time. Woo! It might be the last wheelie I ever do on it. A little third gear. Alright guys, see y'all.